everybody, Mike here, baseball collector, and it's Thursday. This is the first of 2 videos that I'm going to do today because tonight I'm going to be watching a little Thursday night college football. TCU plays Texas Tech tonight, so hopefully we can get a victory. God, we've been playing just marginal football lately. Lost 2 games so far, so we'll see what happens tonight. But the purpose of this video is to do 2 contest responses for some great YouTubers. The first one that I'll do is for Mr. ParksideLI88, which is Rob, and he wanted to know, kind of what people like about his channel, what don't they like about his channel, and then what you would do with $500 if you were going to invest in cardboard. And so first of all, Rob, I think your channel's pretty good. I watch most of your videos. I definitely think you're hilarious. I think you're kind of zany and crazy, and that's fun to watch. That makes it entertaining. I like the cards you pick up. I like your card room. Your dog Brooklyn's awesome. So I think you have a lot of variety in your channel, which is pretty neat. The thing I dislike, honestly, is all the cussing and all the F-bombs. I just don't think it's necessary on YouTube. It doesn't have the effect that you want. It makes me just go, that's unnecessary. I think I maybe have cussed a couple of times in my 300 plus videos. I just don't think you need to do that on this forum to be effective, and it just comes across trashy. It comes across silly. It's just unnecessary. And so that's the thing I would tell you to change, is stop doing that. You can be funny and zany and all the things that are great about your channel without, cussing so much. So I know I sound like an old, fuddy-duddy, but look, I mean, you don't know who's watching your channel, and you probably don't care if you offend them, but you should. If you're putting yourself out there, you need to care what kind of image you're projecting and what kind of personality you're portraying. And so just take a little more time to think about that. Let's see. If I had $500 to spend on cards, and if I was to tell you what I think you should do, it's absolutely slab vintage is what you need to do. And for you, man, I'd be going after some Mantles. You're a big Yankees guy, and that's awesome. Go after some vintage Mantles, and you're gonna really, if you can buy some mid-grade stuff with $500, you can either buy 1 or 2, really solid mid-grade cards, or 1 really good card, or 3 or 4, lower kind of 3s and 4s kind of grades on cards. And I just think that would be a great investment of $500 for you for the future, as well as just adding epicness to your collection. So there you go. So my second contest response is for Jason, who is Cubsfan7523, and he has reached 300 subs, so congrats, Jason. And he wanted to know what our 3 best Cubs cards were. And Jason, I have so many Cubs cards in my collection, it's ridiculous, but I am gonna turn the camera around here and show you what I picked out, because I didn't know whether or not to do autos, modern stuff, old stuff. I mean, just too many choices. And so I picked 3 cards that I think are pretty unique and cool. And so hold on 1 second and I'll show them to you. All right, Jason, here we go. Here's my 3 Cubs cards I just thought you'd get a kick out of. These are 3 cards. I'm going to show them individually. From the T205 Gold Border set. And these are just awesome. Back in the early 1900s, the Cubs were dominant. And part of that dominance was a wonderful infield. First of all, anchored by Mr. Joe Tinker. And all 3 of these guys are Hall of Famers. They were so famous that they made a poem about them. And here is the first card here. It's Mr. Joe Tinker. This is a 4. And these cards are so cool on the back. They were cigarette inserted cards. It's just got some information, and it shows you the brand of cigarette here, how many cards are in the set, etc. So there you go, Joe Tinker. Then you've got Johnny Evers, who is also a Hall of Famer, in a good 2. This isn't a Piedmont back. This is a Sweet Corporal back. Really good centering on the back. The back's really sharp. But notice it's got red lettering versus the other one that was blue. Which is funny how this is a 2 and it looks in way better shape than this one that's a 4. So I don't quite get it, PSA. You need to explain some things to me. And then the backs are, I mean, this one's way miscut top to bottom. Look at that. Versus this one that's really sharp. And that's the 2. So, okay. There you go. So there's Tinker to Evers. And then the third guy is Mr. Chance over here, Frank Chance. Let's see if I can scoot this over, get them all on here. So you got Tinkers to Evers to Chance. Chance was the first baseman, Frank Chance. That's a VGEX4 over there. But all 3 for the Cubs, 3 awesome Hall of Famers, and just those are the 3 Cubs cards I wanted to show off for you for your contest. So congrats on 300 subs. Same to you, Rob and ParksideLI88. You guys have a good night and keep collecting.